Hey everybody, it's Josh. Welcome back to the Landlord Harassment Channel. Now, people have asked me, sorry, I'm having a hard time getting focused today. People have asked me, given everything that I've gone through with the harassment from the landlords and the upcoming eviction and everything, if I had thought about forming a tenants union to sort of fight back against, the harassment and the other landlord actions and stuff that go on around here. And the answer is yes. A tenants union, forming a tenants union is on the table for me. And there's a good, strong possibility that I will form one. Now, I've already looked into this a little bit, and it seems like Ames already has a tenants union, but that tenants union seems to be based on a lot of stuff that I'm not trying to get involved in. They say on their own Instagram page that they're like promoting socialism and various things, and I'm not going to be doing that. If I form a tenants union, it's not going to be based on politics. All right, a tenants union should be about helping tenants who are being harassed by their landlords or being treated unfairly by their landlords in some other way. It shouldn't be about it shouldn't have an overall political agenda, basically, is what I'm saying. And if I do form a tenants union, and like I said, it's looking strong that I will, I'm only going to accept and help people who have real beefs with their landlord. For example, if you have refused to pay your rent for 6 months, not because you can't, not because you've fallen on hard times, but because of whatever, I'm not going to be helping you in that situation, right? Because then you're just being, kind of a jerk. If you claim that you're being harassed because your landlord is asking you for rent that you're 2 months behind on, I'm not going to help you with that one either, because the landlord does have the right to collect his rent money, and he does have the right to ask you for it. So frivolous stuff like that, I'm not going to, in my union, I'm not going to be taking up those kinds of cases. But people who are being targeted by their landlords, like I have for the last year, people who have some other serious gripe with their landlords, I'm definitely going to be taking up serious cases, and hopefully a union can be formed to fight back against some of this stuff, because this is just ridiculous. Every day I wake up, I can't even believe this is real. I can't believe I'm being evicted for asserting my right to peace and quiet in my own apartment. I just can't. I can't wrap my mind around the fact that this is even real. But one landlord became obsessed with me, became obsessed with pushing me out of here due to her personal dislike for me, wherever that dislike comes from, and that's what we've got going on right now. But I have the right to peace in my home. I've always asserted it, and I will never stop asserting it. Now, things would be different if I lived in another part of town, right? For example, let's say I lived somewhere in campus town. I wouldn't complain about the noise if I lived in campus town, because it's campus town. It's a wild party atmosphere over there. You know what you're getting. I wouldn't complain if I lived at the Grove or at Copper Beach Homes. You know what I'm saying? Now, technically I could, right? I could move into the Grove, and I could legally sort of force management to make my building quieter, right? But that would be a really crappy thing to do morally, right? Because the Grove is for a party atmosphere. That's what it's designed for, right? This is a college town. The students here need to have a certain amount of buildings that they can party in without, and make as much noise as they please without being interfered with. And I understand that, but that's why I don't live in those places. So if I had lived in campus town, or the Grove, or Copper Copper Beach Homes, or even like Stadium View, I would never complain about the noise. I'd hate it, but I wouldn't complain about it because I knew what I was getting into. But I don't live in those places. I live at the way west edge of town where this kind of stuff isn't supposed to be going on. But that's why I chose to live out here when I first got into Iowa State University, so that I could be away from all this sort of nonsense. It's cool for younger people to party out and stuff and make noise. I just don't want to be around it at nighttime, or really even during the day. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I moved all the way over here. But we'll see what happens with this eviction hearing. Like I said, if I get evicted, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be the first man in the history of Iowa to be evicted for asserting his right to peace and quiet. But we'll see. But it's not over if I get evicted. And by the way, whether or not I get evicted is going to play a big role in whether or not I form a tenants union, right? Because this eviction suit is so frivolous that if I lose, I know it's because the judges and the landlords are kind of in cahoots with each other. So I'm definitely going to form a tenants union if I lose. Basically, something has got to be done about Brooke. Something's got to be done about her. She does not belong in the landlord's business. She needs to be ousted from the landlord business. And if I lose this eviction hearing, I'm going to be spending a whole lot of time making sure that happens, or doing my best to make sure that happens through the use of legal means, and doing my best to get justice from Haverkamp through legal means any way I can. So definitely would form a tenants union in that situation. Sorry I keep pausing. I keep forgetting a point that I wanted to make in this video, and it doesn't seem to be coming back to me. But either way, if I lose this eviction, I'm just going to, like I said, lawsuits will be coming in the future. That's all I would have to say about that. And they're probably coming anyway, you know. Oh, here's what I wanted to say too. Haverkamp has successfully done one thing that I believe they intended to do. I was originally going to pursue action against Haverkamp irregardless of eviction. But they have actually stressed me out to the point where if I'm able to live out the rest of my lease without eviction, I am not going to seek renewal, and I'm just going to seek to part ways with them. Just because that's how much I just don't really necessarily want to deal with them no more. So, Haverkamp, if that was your aim, I guess you won that one. But I can't let this go just unpunished, really. I've lived a quiet life in here. I've given them no reason for them to do this to me. So, yeah, with forming a tenants union is what I got to do to get, justice. That's what I got to do. And hopefully something can be done through that will help matters. Anyway, that's all I got to say for today. Bye.